garden about nachos. What do we have with nachos? Chilli. So it's that time of year we can start planting chilli seeds. And also our manager, Manuel Pellegrini, he's from Chile as well. I am aware that around about now, all the Man United gardeners probably just skip next video. But if you're still with me, this is how we do chilies. So it's the very end of January, last day of January, still winter time. If we plant the chilli seeds now and keep them in cover on a warm, sunny kitchen windowsill, now's a really good time of year to do it because they have quite a long growing season, the chilies. When I grow them, at least 8 to 9 months before we start having chilies that we can pick off the plant. So you need to start them now if you're going to grow your own from seed. So I've got some little square pots that I've put some potting compost mixed into. By that, I don't mean that I've spent a load of money buying a bag that says potting compost. I make my own compost, and all we've done is I've sieved it through a tool that we call a riddle. It's like a big sieve for compost. I've got all the big lumps out, and then I've added, to help the drainage, I've added some nice sharp sand to it and given it a good mix. My dogs are kicking off. If you're not having any of these chilies, we have to pick up your poo. Right, so while the dogs are kicking off, I've got some nice well-drained compost in the pots. So I'm going to touch these by hand. You need to remember that it's a chilli seed at the end of the day, and once you've done it, you need to wash your hands. Many a time I've forgotten and I've had a cheeky little pick in my nose, or I've wiped my eye, and then a few seconds later you get that chilli burn. So once I've done this, I'll have to wash my hands. So I'm going to put 1 seed per pot, and they get buried about ½ centimetre, or if you're not metric, you go imperial, about 1/4 inch underneath the compost. So I'm just going to, if you just bring the camera in, I've pushed one down about ½ centimetre. Can you see the seed there? With my finger. And all I'm going to do is just lightly brush, cover it over, so that we remember which ones have had seeds in, and also in a few weeks time, so we remember what we've got in these pots. I've done some labels just using coffee stirrers that I've acquired, shall we say, from service stations. So, and it's as easy as that. Now it should take about 3 weeks, or up to 3 weeks, for these to germinate. And in all that time, they're not going to go outside. They're going to stay in my kitchen windowsill where they can get some light and also warmth because they're indoors. These won't actually go into my little pony tunnel until at least the end of May, when there's zero risk of any frost. We don't like frost. Later on in the year, I'll come back to these and we'll see how they've started to grow, and I'll do another video about, you know, when it's time to pot them on, when it's time to plant them out, care requirements, all the rest of it. But for now, I'm going to give these a little bit of a mist spray, just so the compost gets a bit damp, because it needs some moisture to help them germinate with the warmth and the light. And then pretty much I'm just going to keep, over the next few weeks until we start to pop up through the soil, I'm going to keep the compost moist. You don't have to have it drenched. It's probably not a good idea to drench it, because if you pour lots of water on, it'll disturb all the soil and dislodge your seeds, and it's a pain when that happens. So yeah, I'll just get one of those spray bottle misters. And that is it, planting chilli seeds. So come September time, we'll have some quite sore bottoms in this house, because we'll be eating our own chillies that we've grown. Now these are cayenne chillies. For those of you that are foodies, they're about 30 to 50,000 on the Scoville scale, which isn't very strong, to be honest, but we as a family, we're not really into massively hot chilli, so it's perfect for us. They get that little kick, little burn on the tongue, and it doesn't kill us, and it enlivens the food that we add them to. Thanks very much.